Hello everyone, welcome to another Cult Watch. How are you doing? I hope your Thursday's going well. This video is inspired by a video that I saw today that was posted a couple days ago by Crooked Timber, who I've never seen before, but I will post a link here. She did this video, Love Has Won, Where Are They Now? Which is an interesting video and gives kind of an overview of what some of the cult members are doing. But today I wanted to go in depth into some of the sources she cites. She talks about their new channels, how some of them have split off into different cults, which isn't uncommon when a cult falls apart. Sometimes leadership or members will go off and they'll be sort of a diaspora, and then they'll start their own cults with a lot of the same ideas. So we're going to look at some of those offshoots, products they're selling, all sorts of stuff. If you didn't see any of my coverage of the Love Has Won cult previously, you may have seen some of the documentaries about it. There were a few, and there have been plenty of YouTube videos about it. It was the cult in which Amy Carlson, referred to as Mother God by the members of the cult, ran this group, and then eventually, after taking a bunch of colloidal silver, turning blue, died, and then her cult members mummified her and kept her mummified body wrapped in Christmas lights in their house. So, they got arrested. The charges against them were dropped, by the way. They did get charges against them for, like, mishandling of a corpse. I think those charges ended up getting dropped, which I think is probably a fair move, considering a lot of they're in a cult. They didn't think she was really dead. They just thought she had ascended. So, like, I get it. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at what some of them have been up to. What do I want to do first? Oh, there was this is kind of interesting. They did an episode with Flat Earth, Dave, I want to say his name is. These two, which I'm going to change the size on this, by the way. You may have seen in my former coverage, they did a daily show for Mother God. They were sort of mouthpieces after she got, how do I want to put this? When her health was bad enough that she could no longer be the mouthpiece, they became the main mouthpieces for the cult on their YouTube channel, and now they have gone off on their own and are doing their own thing. This video is a little old, but they are still doing this, so I think it's appropriate. Let me actually double this so I can change this a little bit. I didn't mean to do that. Do that. This. If only I had a producer that could do these things for me. I wouldn't be more efficient, but I could be lazier. I'll make Boxy smaller. That's what I'll do. You're still here, Boxy. There are no small parts, only small boxes. Okay. So Dave is a flat earther. And that's all you need to know about my thing. Janerdy, thanks for 6 months with Prime, says, I saw the message I needed to resub, then forget. I pay attention sometimes. Nice. Thank you.
Nice shirt.
Thank you.
Oh my god, it says COVID-1984, I just noticed. Oh no! Yeah, the Fallout trailer looked good, I'm excited.
That's a dope shirt.
Oh, YouTube, by the way, if you're on YouTube, do me a favor and like the stream. Thank you.
All right, where do you want to take it? How do you want to go? And do you guys already know the Earth is flat? I have a feeling.
We don't necessarily feel the Earth is flat in the same way that I feel like some people do. I've watched some of your stuff, so I don't know how in-depth it goes, but I feel the points that we can like meet in terms of we do feel that there are many multi-dimensional flat planes stacked on top of one another.
I'm with you 100%. It's just
Oh, okay, that was easier than he thought. Right on, you know, the multiple layers of dimensions stacked flat on each other like plates in a diner. That makes sense.
it's not a spinning globe flying through a space vacuum.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
So
consensus in the cultic milieu. Always interesting to see.
Love
That's
to
it.
hear your feelings and thoughts on that, and I feel we can kind of.
In this case, it's a literal cultic milieu.
All right. How long we going for?
This is a 30-minute.
Beautiful. All right. Fire in the hole.
All right. So, what is your feeling on how you would integrate the flat Earth theory with the multi-dimensional planes that are essentially flat that stack on top of one another? Because that's ultimately how we see the entire Earth as a conscious being melding together.
Yeah, so we live in not the solar system, which is
Poetic
the
Fox.
soul lure system, where they're trying to steal your soul. We live in
They're
I kind of
trying
look
to
at it as
steal
like
your
a
soul.
toroidal
I should
field.
explain. Dave, if you don't know, does run an app, as is being pointed out in the chat. Dave runs a flat Earth app to meet other flat earthers and stuff. So he's into flat Earth, and he also makes a little money from it. Probably not a ton, but not $0. Cruelty, thanks for a 7-stream streak, says, why is anything flat better than a globe, even if they're both infinite and multi-dimensional? It's about fitting a cosmology to their worldview. They have a specific worldview that is primarily immaterial. It is energy. It's spiritual. It is ineffable. I will turn the video up. And the cosmology fits to it. They're not looking for evidence to find a cosmology. They're looking for a cosmology to fit their ideology. Is this Chud Watch or conspiracy? It is Cult Watch. It's in the title. I didn't name J. Rodimus a sub-baby. Hold on, I missed that that was a sub-baby. Oh my goodness, J. Rodimus, thank you for 27 months. This sub-baby's name is Marf Quargle. Marf Quargle. Halloween Town with a 10-stream streak says something something, I'm blue, blah blah.
And we live on this Earth plane, hills and valleys. So don't anyone that gets stuck on flat. Yes, it's hills and valleys, and there's different densities of realms above us. I think the heavenly realm is right in our sight, right where the clouds are.
Different density of realms. Like they're genuinely discussing. I'm sure you've seen the density thing. Liquid density picture. I'm sure in school you at least saw this picture if you didn't have it literally demonstrated in front of you. Different liquids, and this isn't just liquids, I guess, but fluids, settle based on density. So, you'll have your oil and stuff that'll be like separated from your water and different things. They think that dimensions work that way, and that we are in the third dimension, which means there are two less dense than us, right? No, two denser than us, and there are two below and two above. Because I think they go up to 5D, right? So we're right in the middle. We're middling. We're a C. Where did that video go? We're just watching it. Did I do a thing? What do? There it is.
Okay. Water.
Benekagami says, another way to put it is they don't care about being correct, they care about being right. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Holds knowledge, right? What do we know about about heaven? It's a non-physical place, right? Well, look at clouds when chemtrails haven't destroyed them, and look at the sharp edges they have and how they morph around. Like, why is there a sharp edge?
It looks like that to you because you're very far away from it, so you're seeing it like it's sharp, but it's not. If you got close to a cloud, like if you could fly like Superman and fly up to a cloud, it's vapor. It's vaporous. It's not solid. It doesn't have a straight edge. It's a puffy amorphous blob of vapor. It just looks that way to you because you are on the ground very far away from the clouds, so you can't see the detail of everything. So you just see when it ends, basically, and you in your brain go, that's a sharp edge. But that's because you're not seeing the detail of the vapor because you're not close to it.
Why do they do what they do? Why do they,
I don't know if he's ever been in a plane, because planes fly through clouds. Like, I've flown through plenty of clouds. When you get close to them, you see that they're vapor. You see that they're clouds. You fly through them.
It's right there in front of us. So that's perhaps a non-physical realm. What's above that? What's above that? You know, the creator is above that. Who knows? And then there's more dense realms below us.
How do you feel about inner earth?
Well, inner earth is, I believe that there are more dense realms below us, but it's not a hollow ball. You know, when you say inner earth, they came up with the hollow earth theory just to put you in another prison. The ball is a prison for your mind.
I
You know,
find that to be an interesting thing about conspiracy theories is that to a conspiracy theorist, other conspiracy theories that they don't believe in can never be natural, because the recognition that there are quote-unquote natural conspiracy theories, beliefs that people just have that aren't true, that aren't being psyoped by anyone, but people just reaching erroneous conclusions, that's detrimental to their worldview, because if other people are just bumbling around and believing insane things, then oh boy, what are the things people saying about them saying, you know? Maybe they're right, maybe they are a conspiracy theorist. So they can't just say that there are other conspiracy theories that aren't true, even though they think theirs are. It's that the fake conspiracy theories have to be psyops embedded to further confuse people from the quote-unquote truth of flat Earth. It's interesting. It's interesting. Nothing's ever an accident. Everything is always a plan. Everything always has like a teleological origin where like there is a person or being choosing something.
On this extended plane, multi-dimensional plane, and there are no limits. A ball is a prison. It's a prison for your mind. It limits who you are. It limits what you think it can exist. It puts you in shortage. It makes you nihilistic. It's satanic. So
it's satanic. Things I don't like are satanic. Smart.
Yeah, we definitely don't feel the earth is hollow. In fact, we feel that there is an entire other
They need to turn themselves up compared to Dave, or he needs to turn himself down.
dimensional planes within the inner.
So you know about the deepest hole ever dug, the Great Borehole in Russia?
Well, this
I've
is
heard about it.
Yeah, so the deepest hole ever dug it's called something like the Great Borehole in Russia. It's short of 8 miles, like 7.5 to just under 8 miles, where they got to a point where they couldn't dig any.
This feels a little bit when you like hear toddlers talking to each other. That comes off as incredibly condescending, and it probably is, but I'm not intending it that way. I don't mean that as like a pejorative, because I think these two are mentally ill. Like, genuinely, I've heard them talk, and there have been documentaries about them. They're in a cult. They've been indoctrinated into a cult. So I guess I shouldn't say mental illness, necessarily. It might not be pathological. It's just, when you get brainwashed, you're not thinking correctly. It's as though you have induced delusions. But what I mean by this is just, you ever hear kids talking to each other on the playground or something, or like when you were a kid, or if you have like cousins or something that are kids and you hear them talking to each other, and it's just like nonsense? Like, they certainly know enough to talk, to like, they know the structure of conversations. You say something, the other person says something, the other person says something. They kind of have the tempo of a conversation, but they're children or toddlers, so the things they're saying are just like nonsense and hilarious. You know what I mean? That's the vibe I get. It's people who understand how a conversation is supposed to go, but the content is all nonsense. Oh, this is unfortunate.
Farther, right? This might not actually be the Great Borehole, but something that looks like this. It's gigantic. It goes down, and then they hit an
It's a big hole. You get it.
impenetrable barrier. Can't blow it up. Can't drill.
It's not an impenetrable barrier. They always say this. This guy says this, and I've heard other flat earthers say this. They'll be like, they dug down and then they hit an impassable barrier. No. The pressure and heat was too much for their equipment. They didn't hit a barrier. They hit a snag in the sense that it was too hot for their equipment to function, because it would melt the fucking drill. So no, it didn't hit an impenetrable barrier. It hit geological pressure. Oh.
Through it, nothing, right? Impenetrable barrier, kind of like maybe the barrier that's above us. And you know, science will tell us, you know, here's the earth and the molten metal, the molten magnetic core. That's that's like military intelligence. It makes no sense, right?
What do you mean it's military intelligence? Are you saying that military intelligence makes no sense, or that this is military intelligence and it doesn't make sense? I'm confused by what he's saying. It's military intelligence, comma, it makes no sense. Or it's military intelligence, as in, it makes no sense and military intelligence doesn't make sense?
Right? You can't have molten metal magnetism. You heat up a magnet, it loses its magnetism. But
we understand why that happens to like a rare Earth magnet. The center of the Earth and the magnetic field that it's generating isn't an Earth magnet. It's a result of the molten iron core moving. It's not a magnet in the sense of like a bar magnet. Those are two different kinds of magnets. Magnetism can be produced through different means. There are bar magnets, and then there is magnetism that you can like generate. The center of the Earth does that with its core. God damn, this is like middle school earth sciences shit. Like, what are we doing? Stone Corbell says, military intelligence being nonsensical is an old joke about how dumb the military is. It's like when people make jokes like, haha, corrupt Congress. Like, that is what a witty joke that hasn't been the same joke people have been telling since the beginning of politics. Political people are liars. Ho ho, astute observation, friend. No one's made that comment before.
When they drilled through the 7.5 miles, they were using ground penetrating radar to see what they're going to hit. And they were wrong every step of the way. It was useless. No more water, hit water. No more rocks, hit rocks, whatever it was. That's like drilling halfway through the skin of an apple. Getting it wrong and then saying, oh, I know it's in the core 4,000 miles farther, right? So it's all pseudoscience. So what's below us? I have no idea. We know that there's tunnels all across the country. We know that there's buildings underneath buildings. Like our Capitol building has a whole nother building below it.
Or as we like to call it, a basement.
Okay. That could just be the same dimension, the mud flooded and it's there. But what's below that?
I'm sorry, does he think underground is a different dimension?
I don't know.
Who knows?
I don't know. It's fascinating.
Agreed, DM Trey.
No.
It is fascinating.
Like, academic stuff is hard to read for anyone not in the field of that specific academic paper, much less if you're someone who's not good at media literacy generally anyway. It's like the Bed Bath & Beyond people when they're reading like legal documents. Like, legal documents are hard enough to parse as a layperson regardless of a cult you're in, but on top of the inability to understand legal like language like most of us do, they're also engaging in myth making and like motivated thinking, so it's like multiple layers of fucked.
What is your view? Because I mean, obviously, well, not obviously, but
if you were going to choose between hollow earth or flat earth, I would like to choose hollow earth, much cooler. Agreed. If it was like you have to choose one of these things to be true, you go hollow earth, because then you can go explore the center of the earth like Jules Verne. Or Brendan Fraser in that movie adaptation that he was in right before his career imploded.
Heavily focus on the
It's all right, he's doing better now.
Ascension process,
which is good because he deserves it. Good for you, Brendan.
And a lot of people don't integrate with that or believe in it, but of basically the melding between the fifth dimension and the third dimension of where we are. And how do you feel about that? Or is it
they always skip the fourth dimension? If I was the fourth dimension, I'd be upset. It's always, oh, we're in the third dimension, we need to go to the fifth dimension. Why are we skipping? When we go upstairs, do you do 2 steps at a time? Let me go to 4, maybe even 3.5. Let me go to 3.5. I'll keep 1 foot here and 1 in 4, and we'll see how it is, and we'll test the temperature.
Something that you've studied in terms of
jump straight to plane. 5.
I'm with you. I feel that this is a school that we chose to be here at this time. We have, our soul, which is the currency of this world, and we're here to expand the mind.
Believes that souls are the currency of the world. Interesting. That sort of crosses over a little with Sobsit beliefs that like human beings are collateral for fiat currency and they get traded on a secret market. It's kind of like that, but spiritual. Either way, I would imagine the idea is some sort of spiritual enslavement. He feels spiritually unfulfilled or believes that the common narrative of the world as a natural place with a bunch of different people of different beliefs, that is not satisfying to him spiritually, emotionally, whatever you want to call it. Therefore, it requires him to have this this belief. Huh. Okay. All right.
Mind of the creator. And that, you know, our job here is to maintain control of our soul and to learn and to, you know, expand the mind of the creator. You know, I'll use that word because
It's like, okay, this is it. He feels entitled to spiritual emotional fulfillment. He believes that he is owed infinite emotional catharsis, and if it is not happening, then someone is lying to him. That's the vibe I get from a lot of conspiracy theorists, him in particular. They're searching for a way to make it so that they can live in a world where their anxieties don't exist.
it's not, doesn't segregate anybody. And you know, if you fail, maybe you come back again, or if you don't fail,
I'm curious the rates of, like, anxiety and general anxiety disorder amongst, like, conspiracy theorists, and if it's a chicken or egg thing. Because I could see people with anxiety getting pulled more often into conspiracy theories because anxiety, uncertainty, ambivalence, fear, these things breed paranoia, and paranoia breeds conspiracy theories and conspiratorial belief. So I do wonder, certainly if you get into conspiracy beliefs, it's going to breed anxiety because you think everyone's out to get you. But anxiety in the first place is going to bring you into it. So I wonder how many people who are really into conspiracy theories have undiagnosed or untreated generalized anxiety disorders, and they're just, like, looking for a reason for that anxiety. You know what I mean? If you feel anxious all the time, I'm someone who also has a generalized anxiety disorder, like, yeah, you would probably want to look for why when there isn't necessarily one. So you'll come up with these sort of answers.
maybe you come back again. I'm not sure which one it is, but it has to do with what you're learning here. And then when you're ready, you ascend to the next level and you make it through. You can kind of look like it at look at it like a video game, right? But I don't say we're in a video game. It's not it at all. We're in a puzzle, if you will. And you know, we're trying to raise up.
You need to post the Sart. I always do this. I never know how to pronounce his name. Sartre. Finikigami says that thing about wrong conspiracies is similar to how religion, especially Abrahamic religions, have a tendency to view other religions. They're not just incorrect interpretations of the divine, they're plots by the enemy. They have to be. Yeah. There's just people out there with wrong beliefs, and it isn't a demon tricking them. Oh my goodness, people come up with all sorts of wrong beliefs. Is our belief wrong? You can't go that far, so it's just easier to wrap their beliefs into your belief and cast them as being tricked by an enemy. Reminds me of a quote. I gotta go. I'm gonna get a book for a quote real quick. Be right back. So there's a quote in this book that I've been reading. This is Cults, Conspiracies, and Secret Societies, the straight scoop on Freemasons, the Illuminati, Skull and Bones, Black Helicopters, the New World Order, by Arthur Goldwag. There's a quote in here. Really good. Just gotta find it real quick. This is from The Cult's Pendulum, written by Umberto Eco, and it says, Now I've come to believe that the whole world is an enigma, a harmless enigma that's made terrible by our own mad attempt to interpret it as though it had underlying truth. We're in a web of randomness, and we're all scared, and we're all worried, and we all have anxieties and beliefs and concerns, and we try and understand these things, and the way that we've evolved to understand a lot of things is as potential threats, because that's a survival strategy. Unfortunately, we weave webs of conspiracy that don't exist, illusory plots against us, because broadly speaking, it's been better to be overly cautious than underly cautious historically. We live in a very complicated world now, though, where you can see plots around every corner if you really want to, and that's unhealthy. What are my thoughts on Superman versus the Elite? I like the ending scene from Superman versus the Elite. The rest kind of drags for me. Red Sun, I'd have to watch again or read again. I know there's a movie version, which I don't think I've seen, but I've read the comic, and it was okay. I don't remember the ending, though.
Most people believe that we are at the pinnacle of civilization. We are literally one step from becoming the movie Idiocracy. Okay.
100%.
Yeah.
I feel like you didn't
And
understand the movie Idiocracy.
There was an advanced civilization here in the 1800s called Tartaria. Are you guys familiar with that?
Oh, he's doing the Tartaria thing.
No.
Yeah.
We could have played bingo and someone would have won.
Oh, Tartaria, just an advanced civilization. The buildings that they built, the storylines of the buildings that are still here are ridiculous. Like there's these amazing palaces and stuff that we couldn't build today, but they built it when they had horses and buggies in the middle of nowhere.
We can build them today. We just don't for economic reasons. It's one of the Tartaria things. They'll be like, look at this old castle. Why don't we have castles now? Like, it's like a child being like, why can't we have a castle? Castles served a specific purpose historically. Everyone doesn't just need a castle. It's not because we can't build them, it's because there isn't a practical purpose to do so unless you're rich and just want one and can pay for it. So
these hills, it's like, it's all nonsense. And that free energy technology, but something happened, some cataclysm.
No such thing as free energy.
It was man-made, God-made, don't know what it was. But it wiped out civilization, and the people that survived know the truth, and the evil ones took over this realm where we are.
Evil ones. It's always about this undefined or poorly defined external threat. There's a threat. We're threatened. We're worried. Everyone should be worried with me. There's a threat.
This section of the realm. So you're familiar with the layout of the flat Earth, right? That we live in the Antarctic basin, and all of the islands, the continents are surrounded by water, but the container of the water is Antarctica. Antarctica is the highest land on Earth. So it's the container of the water. Now, what's out here?
They seem super bored, which is hilarious. It's like they're like, who the fuck is this old guy?
In our realm. What's out in the outer space? Maybe there's more land, extra territory. But this is still all on our three-dimensional Earth plane. We just have different energies in different areas. I believe there's more advanced civilizations out here.
It could be an anti-Semitic dog whistle. I don't know if I've listened to enough Dave to know if he's full-on anti-Semitic or if he's just picking up on dog whistles that are from other people. It's kind of the point of dog whistles, is they get used by people who don't realize they're doing it as they're getting pulled into the rabbit hole. As they're getting down this pipeline, they adopt language before they understand the real meaning.
Moved outward.
That duplicitous double meaning is the point, so.
Civilization flowed outwards. The Mayas, the Incas, all of these civilizations.
Do they believe this? I don't. They have other weird spiritual beliefs, but like, not this specifically. So I think they're even like, Dave, what the fuck are you talking about?
Migrating around 8 year, like 20 stage, and
we definitely like, because of the the precession of the equinox, what you're talking about, the every 25,000 years or so, and
there it is.
Age of Aquarius. And I definitely could resonate and feel that we shift into a different dimension.
No, they are not his followers. They are from the cult, the Love is One cult.
Very possible.
I'll actually get done with that video because it is mostly him talking, and we're here for them. So. Boo doo boo doo boop boop boo. Here is one
Found
from this last week, talking about preparing for first contact, which, for those who don't know, first contact is the term for meeting space aliens for the first time. Yes, this is the cult that mummified their leader. Thus the pun in the title of this stream. Sorry.
Happy March, everybody. This is Aurora with the first waivers.
Need to fix this screen. 1 sec. Okay. See how that goes. Boxy. Stay.
Update for March. So March is going to be exciting.
We did just build an orb in Las Vegas, but they don't want an orb. They want a castle.
I gave a little recap about January and February. These were months of preparation. These were months of also learning.
Oh, they do this. I think they do the star seed stuff. It's very much that.
To kind of stabilize with the new energies that have been coming in.
There is a castle in Michigan. If it's the one I'm thinking of, it's very ugly.
With the age of Aquarius, and for the first time in 16 years, not having any planets in Capricorn. So we've been adjusting, we've been stabilizing, integrating, and also just a little bit in preparation. Now, March is where the energy is going to start to build. April is a huge month, which I will be, of course, covering later on. But April is kind of what we would call like the apex month, or like this pivotal turning point in the Ascension events for 2024. It is going to be a choice point month for humanity that will determine some of the unfoldments for the rest of the year.
Is unfoldments a real word? Am I the idiot here? This made my brain go, is that a word? Unfoldments?
And April is also going to be what the galactics are sharing, is where many of us, well, everyone, will be receiving their...
I gotta look this up now. Unfoldments. Unfoldment, the gradual development or relation of something. Or revelation of something, rather. So she's right. I was dumb.
New mission assignments. Okay, they're new soul contracts. Basically everything we've done up until this point.
Since people are talking about that Michigan castle thing, I do want to show you. I'm gonna do it in a different tab and then show you. The one I was thinking of is like these ugly ass apartments that are supposed to look like a castle. It's so funny. Yes. Oh, it's so bad. I gotta get this. Sorry, hold on. This is the Michigan castle thing I was talking about. It's like apartments or something that are supposed to look like a castle, and it's so ugly. It's the ugliest. It's like castle meets brutalism. It's brutalist architecture castle. It's so, with a blue metal roof. It's so fucking shit. I love it. Like, it looks like a location in Fallout. Like, it does not look right. What is that? This is the building equivalent of, what are those? Yes, child's first castle. It looks like they took a child's drawing of a castle and made it literally.
To get us to where we are now, and a lot of us are going to be stepping into new roles, and that's different for everybody. So the first thing is to never compare yourself to anybody else on this ascension journey. We are all exactly where we're supposed to be at exactly the right time. And we have to trust that and know that. So don't compare yourself to what anybody else is doing. We are all holding down different positions as the ground crew here. We are all working on different things. We have different roles. We have different focuses. So trust and know that you are in the position that you are meant to be in. You are doing exactly.
They have a very deterministic, almost like Calvinist view of things, where they think that they've been sort of ordained. Like, they chose to do this, that before birth, that they knew everything that was going to happen in their life, and they agreed that they were going to do it, and then they were born, and they just have amnesia. So everything that happens, they think happens as per a script, basically. I don't know if anyone remembers, what was her name? Carlin something? Anyway, she had a similar very strange argument, but about the Holocaust, I think, which was a nightmare.
What you are destined to do.
Someone has a link. Massive town of Disney-esque castles. That's... Oh god, this feels like uncanny in an AI image sort of way. Like you told an AI to make a Disney town and it did this. That's... I don't like that. I don't like that even a little bit. Where'd you go? Where are you? There you are.
So trust that process, but we will be receiving kind of these new roles and new mission assignments in April. So March is what the Galactics are calling the training month. So we are basically training.
I should point out that they think that their former cult leader, Mother God, who they mummified, ascended. So when they say ascension, they mean death, basically. They mean death. So that's a yikes.
Hello, children!
Father God? This one's... I don't know if this is the interesting one, but Father God was Amy Carlson's, boyfriend, husband. I don't know if they got married. After she died, he tried to take over the cult, and he is a yikesy one. He is a scary one. He's the scariest one in the cult, in my personal opinion. And he has started his own group. He has started his own group called Love Has Won, Joy Reigns 2, but like the number 2.
Mother and father of all creation here. With your brother, they call him Micah the Dildo.
Did we just say fight with a dildo?
Hey, we gotta give credit where credit's due. Is that the saying? So grateful to be here with you. You have Kevin, the Conqueror. Yes, the Conqueror. He's sending all his regards back to some place where they walk alive. We're sending our regards to everyone. Love is one and joy reigns two. Start to feel in, children, as we enterprise which you deem night and darkness. Your family's the cash. And every breath, you allow the cash.
Whew.
Hello, children! Mother and father of all creation here. Coming to you straight live from the bottom of the Arctic volcano. So good to be with you, children. Love is one and joy reigns two. Sending out love to all of you that are really true. Being real now. Sending love to all those moles, right?
Just every day? Is this just every day he does this? 20 hours ago, 21 hours ago, 22 hours ago, 22 hours ago, a day ago, 2 days ago, 2 days ago, 4 days ago, 4 days ago, 4 days ago, 5 days ago, 5 days ago, 5 days ago. Yeah, he just okay. That's a shame.
Hi everybody, this is Mom. Blessed
Oh, that's an old video from when she was still alive. This was posted yesterday. This is a video from when she was still alive.
people who are doing well and meet every feeling with gratitude.
The 8th is coming, children.
Thank you, Singapore, for being the
Unless this is a new mother god, it sounds different than the last mother god. Did he get a new mother god because the last one died and was mummified?
#1 supportive of
It's like the cult of Theseus. We're swapping in cult leaders in and out. Ugh. It's like Mormonism.
Mother, Father of all creation songs. Woo! Surpassing United States and Canada. Oh my lord. Good job.
For those who don't know what I'm talking about, Mother God started the cult and then had different father gods. Like, every time she had a different boyfriend or husband, that would be the father god. So now I'm just like, did he get a new mother god now that she was dead and he was the last father god?
Singapore. Way to go.
Does she know they mummified the last mother god?
You know, we're sitting in this beautiful afternoon, children. Correct?
So much snow. Father of all creation did 5 wheelbarrows. Micah did 5 wheelbarrows. Kevin made devil's eggs. And they gotta
We're so grateful
earn
for seeing so many
a
shows
can of
all
beer
over
by
the
doing
planet.
10 wheelbarrows.
Wow.
And that's the
You know,
deal
we have
in the
21
field.
social media sites.
Saw a huge jackrabbit today. Mother, Father of all creation woke up laughing and left for 3 hours. Feel into the reason Mother, Father of all creation laugh.
I
My-
think he did. I think he found a new mother god. Holy shit. That's interesting.
Hello, children, mother, and father.
Yeah,
of
hi,
all
I'm
creation.
Ibrahim.
It's so good to be with
This is from 5 days ago.
I already hear to the 917 song.
Wednesday night.
For
We
me,
were
it's
gone for a minute. It seemed like he replaced Mother God with a new woman they're calling Mother.
a meaningful song
I was just sharing with
where
Mom
all the person that is away from the family,
Boy, we're
yes, it
tired.
may feel uneasy or it may feel
The
uncomfortable.
they've been doing, like, the Love Is One cult did drugs constantly. And it's funny. I mean, not funny. It's sad. I understand substance abuse issues, but I guess it's humorous in sort of a... What's the word I'm thinking of? In an absurdist sort of way that you can't help but laugh at the absurdity of the situation. Their religion, their spirituality, their beliefs are vehemently against drugs, but they don't count alcohol, weed, mushrooms, or LSD, or DMT as drugs. So when they say don't do drugs, I think they basically mean don't do, like, heroin or methamphetamine. But, like, they are cool with, like, many, many drugs, including alcohol.
They haven't
But at
gone
the end of the
now.
day, for my take, if you are away
So
from
they do, like, hallucinogens a lot. I think it's fucked a lot of them up. I think that's aided in the brainwashing. Like, that's not uncommon in, like, cults, hallucinogenic drug usage to make, the members pliable. Like, that's a thing. Charles Manson's cult, took part in that.
your family, it must be a responsible one and a good one. So then whatever you bring home will educate and dedicate it to the young ones, especially to your children. Thank you.
We work 24/7. Some moments, days.
Yeah, hi, I'm
We're so
Ibrahim.
grateful.
Okay
As
guys,
you know,
to
those
share to
days
you
are-
guys,
Mother and father of all.
go back
We wanna
up, just fight
Yeah.
till tomorrow guys.
Hello, children, mother and father of all creation. Here, so good to be with you. This beautiful, beautiful Wednesday night. I was just sharing with Mom and the Galactics that, boy, we're tired. We have been going now for 470 odd days straight, just every day. Pushing and pushing more. You know, when they work 6 to 8, we work 24/7, some moments, days. We're so grateful. And as you know, those days are much more for us. Yeah, getting younger is, I guarantee, more painful than getting older.
Who's getting... what?
We want to just we simply want to share with you that. It can be exhausting being God. No one wants our jobs. Trust us.
It's exhausting being God. No one wants our jobs. Trust us. Delusions of grandeur. He literally thinks he's God still, or at least he's saying he does. That's not good.
I'm going to leave you with the 200th song. 200 songs. May 15th, I feel we started.
Oh, that's... You need to tune that. Holy shit. Oh, that's terrible. Tune your guitar, sir. Oh, that's... Oh, You're not... Okay, he didn't do it. But alright, we're just gonna play anyway. He didn't do it, but we're just gonna play.
Well, I found him by the railroad tracks this morning.
Technically, as he is God, he's not flat. Everyone else is sharp.
I could see that he was nearly dead.
Seriously, what do you even do in situations like this? Like, that guy, in my opinion, feels a little dangerous based on the footage and documentaries and stuff of him being very angry at people. I don't know. I'm just very concerned about everyone around him, basically.
Hello, children, mother and father.
Hi, I'm Wolfman, and just listen to song. Which one?
914.
For some reason, he, like, plays himself over those videos? Why in the world?
Hello, beautiful family. A little update from the unified field. I am sure most of you have been feeling the intense energies the last more than a week. Mom and Dad have been blasting through with the energy daily. I imagine it is quite intense for some. Yesterday, the Galactics just shared with me generally. Lessons are, as you know, instant. So, it just means you have to go through them. Everything is teaching you something. So just push through it, see what the lesson has for you.
Oh yeah, there are children in this cult. Did I not mention that? There were kids, like, was a controversy, was when, what's her name? When Mother God was still alive, they were, like, mistreating the children. She was, like, locking a kid in a closet.
The feminine.
And she's crying about it. This is old video, of course, and there she goes with the kid.
Oh, you want to do the one? You want to do it over again? Oh, we'll do it over again.
Yeah, so...
To teach, and let
not
go
good.
And transform. As Mom always said, don't take anything personally. Everything is just a lesson or a blessing or both, which it always is.
Everything is a lesson, a blessing, or a boat. It's interesting.
So good to be with you, children.
So he's got, like, a flag in the back that's the chakras, I think? Supposed to be the chakras. This is that conspirituality stuff, where it's, like, woo-woo spirituality, crunchy granola hippie bullshit mixed with half misunderstood, like, Eastern religion stuff. Wow. Lesson, blessing, or both? I thought they said boat. Now I want it to be a boat.
Ascension. Thank you, Mother God. All gatherings are here with all of us children. We are so
Someone playing the Amazing Grace on the pan flute in the corner.
Grateful to share with you that wisdom.
I feel like the number of pan flutes in this house is probably high above the national average.
Which comes from the source of all creation. We are so grateful to be here with you. Thank you. Thank you for participating in love. Let's look at the world, children.
Tucker isn't just obsessed with butt tanning, he's obsessed with ball tanning too.
There's been a moment. 276.
But as Chili DeCastro taught us, you need to have a UV safe bag to put your scrotum in. So
days. She's free. God is free. We are.
This is after she died.
Grateful.
He's saying he's grateful God is free, aka Mother God died. Don't I have a pan flute? Not currently. I've had one in my life, but not for many years. I haven't had a pan flute in my life for over a decade now.
Thank you, children.
I have other things, though. I have a kazoo. I have a shitty toy accordion. That's the word. I have a drum kit. It's like a toy.
Every soul
I have a recorder somewhere
on the planet.
I have a cornet.
Thank you. Service. We are so grateful, children. Gratitude moves. Thank you. Thank you. You know, your mother and your father. That's I. And your mama.
Don't you mean mummy? Sorry.
Have served eternally. We are your soul parents. We're the ones you've been waiting for. Long, long, long moments, children. Of pain, suffering, fear. Let it go. So grateful to be here with you. Have I said that maybe 4 or 5 times now? Grateful? Yeah.
Careful with drugs, kids. They can really fuck you up. Hallucinogenics are no joke.
To share the energy of Source with you is such an honor. What an honor to have the web of light. What an honor to serve the mother of all creation.
I mean, I can show you him. Like, there are videos of him freaking out. Like, there are videos of him getting very angry, which I can find if you'd care to, but they're not very fun to watch because it's literally him abusing and screaming, you know? He's off screen right now. He's the one yelling and being mad. The guy tapped on the wall.
Never be afraid of it.
I don't know, Pops.
I don't know either. Trust me, I have no idea.
Yeah.
What an honor. When we gather here.
In the rest of that clip, he like threatens to paralyze this guy and all sorts of stuff. I'm not going to play the whole thing because
in this moment,
frankly, that's super depressing.
To share that honor. To put forth New Earth. The ascension of all beings.
There is a documentary about the actual events of all of this, and it's pretty good. I think it's on HBO, Max, whatever they call it. It's pretty good. Watched that when it came out some weeks ago. And these people, I mean, obviously you know because we're doing this stream, but I was surprised at the time to find that these people were all still into this stuff. Like, these videos I clicked popular, so these are from a while ago, but, like, they are still, to this day, doing this stuff. Even though she died, like, 2 years ago now, or whatever. Sad. Very sad.
We are gathered here today with all of creation and all of light. And language comes through the Father, in the name of the Mother of all creation.
1 second. Let me check something real quick. Looks like someone's topless in this video, and I need to make sure they're not. That is a new mother god. Oh my god. Oh my gods. That is a new mother god. What the fuck? He replaced mother god with a new one. Oh god. It's like it's like his dog died and he got a new one. Jesus Christ.
We are gathered here today with all of creation.
I did not play the clip with the chicken parmesan and meatballs. For those who don't know anything about her, that might actually be a good one to show, because it's not like so bad that it's maybe gonna be traumatizing, but it's an illustration of how angry things could get over very silly things. They were somewhere, and this was in 2020, shortly before she died. She died in 2021, 2022? I don't remember. Anyway, she wanted chicken parmesan and they were out, so they got her meatballs, and this is her freaking out about it.
My vision was chicken parmesan. So the fucking atoms.
Oh yeah, she's drunk and high during this. She was an alcoholic. She was a severe alcoholic and she was drinking pretty much all of the time. Other substances varied, but she was drinking constantly.
Around on me and get me meatballs.
So it's a harem. There were aspects of that. She dated multiple men in the cult and had multiple mother or father gods that she was with. So there was a little bit of that, but it's not only for that reason. It is like a full-on cult.
I didn't say meatballs. I love meatballs. But I didn't fucking say that! Holy shit, FF. Chicken parmesan! I get fucked up every fucking moment by you fucking motherfucking whores. My atoms. I'm like, I just need a tequila. Like, it takes like 5 rounds of whores to get me a tequila. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? You know what? You can take your half-ass god and shove it up your fucking ass! I'm gonna take another tequila shot? I'll fucking do that shit. Bitch!
So that was the vibe of the cult while she was alive.
In all of light. And language comes through the Father, the name of the mother of all.
This is a ceremony from last year where a new member of the family, aka a new member of the cult, is joining, and this is a ceremony they're doing with the new mother god and father god. Mr. Duck Sauce, thanks for 5 months with Prime.
Creation. These two will break the spell.
What did she die of? I actually don't know what the specific cause was. She was taking a lot of colloidal silver, which is fucking silver. Don't eat it. It's an alt health, and by that I mean it's poison. Don't drink it. It's a thing that woo-woo anti-vaxxers and anti-modern medicine people do. Was it cancer? Okay. She was totally blue when she died from the colloidal silver. What was her name? Amy Carlson. Yeah, Amy looked... Well, first of all, this was her before she started the cult, or when she first started it. So, that's not what I wanted. So you can see the difference. She was healthy and young and whatever. And then when she died, she was blue from the colloidal silver. There she is. This was close to her death. You can see she has turned blue from the colloidal silver, and she had a variety of health problems and stuff. Oh, she thought she had cancer, and that's why she was taking the colloidal silver. Yes. I remember from the documentary now. Didn't the autopsy said she had no cancer. Thank you, Baha. Thank you. So she thought she had cancer, was taking bullshit in order to try and get rid of the cancer, but she never had cancer. She thought she did. Okay.
On this day. For they put each other first. They put all creation within them, around them, support them, and give themselves to God and all family.
I understand that people have a right to, like, religious belief, and even though I'm not religious and don't think it's true, like, I'm very much on the side of people having the right to believe things that they want. But in my brain, I always have that issue of, like, but this? Look at this! Like, I feel like you'd show this to 999 out of 1,000 people, and they'd be like, red flags. You know what I mean? You're doing an induction ceremony in this creepy room with that on the wall, and this is what it is? I just wish you could help people even when they didn't want to be helped. And I know that that's not how it works. That's not how the world works. That's not how people work. But you just see people doing things like this and getting sucked into cults or conspiracies, and you just gotta let them? Like, you can argue with them, but that's not gonna help most of the time.
No matter their names, they will live on. Eternally.
Oh,
as
Hype
one.
Train, 75% to level 1. Thank you for gifting a sub to Halloween Town, Overthought.
We break all dumb. Thank you. Vows, children?
That's the new Mother God and the new member.
You know, dumb.
Who I think has a pack of cigarettes in his man
There
bun.
he is. Full of love.
There's like a marriage ceremony to the Mother God. Gonna put a ring on her finger like a ceremonial wedding. And then he, of course, flips the camera. Doesn't realize that it's not gonna automatically shift in the middle of a video. They do the little ceremony, and boom, he's in the cult.
Hello.
New Mother God again.
Hello guys, giving you a quick update on the energies and what is yet to come. So a few days ago,
Phoenix Leftist, thanks for gifting a sub. To Phoenix 2250. One Phoenix looking out for another.
you know, gave you a message of what I got from the Galactic Federation, Mother, Father of all creation, that we are preparing for a huge jump, for a huge lift off. And just so you know, the energies that we are in today, and it kind of started like yesterday and the day before that, but special today, I know that you are all feeling it. This is not yet the liftoff. This is only the preparation for the liftoff. So if you are seeing the Earth as a starship, they're kind of like powering up the
Sounds some kind of Eastern European.
The motors of the starships now. So your hearts, the crystals, you have, you know, two. They're your motors of your own ship, and you know, in the same way, the Earth itself has its own motors, and basically, we have not taken off yet. The energies today are, as said, preparing the motors. They are starting for the lift off, which is we're gonna happen very shortly. I'm expecting it probably, you know, they won't say of course, but probably
This was 8 months ago.
maybe later today, maybe tomorrow. We'll see how fast the energies move. But just so to give you the idea, like when I said that Mom came in a very special way, guys, I really mean that. Like, it's, as I said, it's not many times that Mom comes in such a way. Moments when she came in that way, it's like when we really had some huge shifts during the last few years. And you know, she came in like that several days ago. I made a video of it, like explaining and the message that they gave me. So yeah, just so you know, we are just preparing for the liftoff.
Cults and thinking spaceships are gonna take them into the universe. Iconic duo, unfortunately.
Hello, children. Mother and Father of all creation here. Birds singing. Singing at 3:35 in the morning.
Everett GA with 23 months says, oh, whoa, ooh, woo, space. Nemesaur, thank you for gifting 10 tier 1 subs and getting us over level 2 of the hype train. Thank you, Nemesaur. Oh. Or maybe it's... No, there we go. Took a second.
Winter.
Thank you.
Thank you for all creation being here with us. making these moments so special.
I do like his guitar, unfortunately.
While you're all
Sounds better tuned this time. That's nice.
asleep. Delia, oh Delia, Delia.
The lights are very annoying. What's with the cops outside lighting? He's probably on drugs, so he probably wants lights to make it interesting? I don't know.
Right? Little bottle of Jägermeister. Do you have a little pint of Jägermeister?
I mean this in the most respectful way. He looks like a D&D NPC, and it's kind of uncanny seeing him in real life. He has such a distinct character. Oh my.
There, my friend.
Oh, we have Jägermeister. They have Jägermeister. Go, Slugger. Go. Pennsylvania, Chicago, Kansas City.
Fucking hell, man. Just cults out here culting. Oh, they have a cooking video. It's making elk meat.
You can do whatever you want.
Is that Deckard Cain? I don't know who that is.
We love you. Just please ask God's permission. I have to go from other sources.
I feel like cooking without a shirt's a bad idea. Like when we're over here, are you not worried the sizzle's gonna catch you in the titties, in the man titties? I don't know. Just in my experience, when I'm cooking, like it's gonna. Like, even when I was in a situation where like it would have been socially acceptable for me to cook with a shirt off, I wouldn't have done that. Just no. Cruelty, thank you for gifting a sub. Getting us over whatever level we were on. Over level 2, over level 3. Thank you very much.
Hello, children. Mother and father of all creation here. Ooh, don't look at my nipples. Hey, we're just having a joke about that. It's good to see you. It's good to be with you. John's here. He's somewhere. You might only show a little tit. I'm not a little. There you go. Micah.
I'm sorry, have I been confused? Did he not get a replacement Mother God? Is he calling himself Mother God? Is he saying he is both Father and Mother God? Because now I'm getting that vibe when he just said that. Maybe that other woman wasn't Mother God. Is he Mother God?
Is here and the moon is here. We'll give you a glimpse. Okay, but it's not about them. That's supposed to be funny. We children are into this point of the mission. You must laugh at yourselves, and you must laugh hard. Look at that nigga. I be laughing at myself every day. I look at myself every day and laugh and laugh and laugh. Look to the people around you, to your brothers and sisters, and help them laugh and at themselves in every moment. Help them, so they can get over their fucking self-important whore that you're.
Trevor
so
of House
important that
Belmont,
you
thank you for the follow.
Laughed upon.
Again.
We are going to go right into something so pivotal. It's in the mission.
Cruelty with 50 bits says, I can't afford it, but I had to do in memorandum of my senior cat Fluffball who passed yesterday. She always watched the streams with me. I'm really sorry. That's so sad. I'm sorry.
We've all worked very hard.
All my love to you.
Light, dark, all of us together, pushing this evolve. As some say, will activations of codexes, as this memory, bringing this memory back to all and sharing the love of Christ. From there, we're going to go right into the first letter of John. And to reheart you, there's two muses there too. There's two girls there too. Okay. Let's start with John. Before Revelations. So you can all lick your wounds. So would say. We love you, thank you. That which was from the beginning, which we have heard, which we have seen with our eyes, which we looked upon and have touched with our hands concerning the word of life.
Just sitting topless in bed with your bro reading the Bible. You know how it is.
Hi, everybody. This is
Oh, that's the loudest thing in the history of the world. I am so sorry. I am so sorry.
Luna here. Happy birthday to
Oh,
Mother
that's
of
still
all
bad even when I
creation,
turned it down.
November 30th.
Jesus Christ, lady, get an entirely different computer. Oh my god, my fucking ear. I am so sorry. Oh god, damn it. So sorry about that. Let's go to a channel that has less shit audio.
How big 2025 is going to be astrology, where he's talking about how big 2025 is going to be astrologically. But again, like me and Hope always talk about, like, time's not linear. So in a weird way, I do feel that 2025 energy is like already coming in. So he says, like, in the year 2025, he's looking at the fact that we're going to have very harmonious configurations between Neptune, Uranus, and Pluto, which are our collective consciousness planets. So he says
there are collective, like our collective consciousness is in the planets.
Such harmonious configurations happen once
Thanks for
every
the hype
500
train, everyone.
years, and each time this has happened, there were renaissances. There was
Cicero
many
Fields,
inventions,
3
the
stream
age of
streak,
discovery, the revival of spiritual awakenings, art, all that kind of jazz. And so he says we are now repeating the same pattern again in higher pitches.
That's
We
just
are reaching
frequency.
the trigger point that happens once every
That was a way of saying higher frequency.
500 years. So this will be 2025. We will have Pluto in Aquarius. Neptune is going to shift out of Pisces and into Aries. And then Uranus going from Taurus
The girl
to
in the
Gemini.
pink doesn't
So
even
we
look
have,
interested in this. Like, she's the co-host of this show. Be excited. This is 2 weeks ago.
Massive fire and air energies. I think the most...
They're doing like a forecast, basically, but astrological. It's an astrological forecast. So, you know, bullshit.
Programming, whereas Neptune in Aries is like, you are God with God. And you have to be that. So that's interesting. And then he also did mention that
I just want to add this little point in, because I think it's interesting to what you're talking about, because we're talking about religion. So I just got pinged to look up, because we were talking about, like, you know, humanity's not ready for these things, like what Coper's saying, and why the galactics won't intervene. So I was just curious, like, what % of the world follows a major religion?
Ooh.
And I found this website that says, like,
Probably like 90%, if not more. I guess it follows a major religion. Are we counting like non-denominational Christians? I would imagine so, even though they're not like a member of a church necessarily, like a specific denomination. Probably 90 to 95%.
As of now, like 85% of the world follows a major religion. Just
it's fewer than I would have thought, honestly.
Want to put that out there as to why.
I'm assuming that number's even true. She said it, so
people wonder.
I did Google it, but
why things, like you were saying, people don't want the truth. That's why they haven't, you know, things haven't shifted yet. And
none is the
to
fastest
see that,
growing,
like,
and it has been for a while.
I was like, what are we working against? You know what I mean? Like, spiritual people, all that.
Yeah.
85% of the world follows a major religion.
All of those religions are patriarchal.
Right.
There's not a single religion out there that even remote.
Statistically, there's got to be some. I understand that, like, patriarchal stuff is, like, common throughout humanity, but somewhere there's got to be religions that are not that, right?
totally talks about the mother.
Wiccan. There you go.
Exactly.
I don't know if I'd call that a major religion.
That's a
But
lot.
they did just say religion, so.
A lot of people, and again,
That's
this
a
is why
lot.
people wonder why things haven't happened like he's talking about and what you were just sharing, and
Holy
like how we
shit.
need to get out of this savior complex with like Neptune. Like, this is why.
Remember, you called it last year though, and
Not that I'm
said the
aware of
religious
overthought.
programming is going to have to be the first thing to die, pretty much.
It has to. I think Ben Fulford put out something in the last like 6 months where he was saying like Christianity needs to be exposed because like that has such a stronghold on our programming and our beliefs.
Literally,
so like that, you know, religion potentially has to be the first thing to fall because that's what's keeping so many people like in these strongholds. And like, I agree with you of like Neptune and Pisces and that changing like that savior programming, like not wanting to the cycle to end. Like Pisces at the end of the zodiac sign and starting a new cycle. Like we're so comfortable, we don't want to take these spiritual leaps, and it's fine if we don't want to as a collective, but the consciousness and the planetary transits will force us.
Yeah.
Whew! That was a lot of that wasn't a word salad. That was a word salad bar. That was impressive. Oof.
I think that's literally what is going to happen. And I mean, Uranus and Gemini is a whole
Jesus Christ. So let's look at their website real quick. Their website is still up and going, of course. They are soliciting donations. Surprise! So let's see what they're up to. This is 5dfulldisclosure.org. They are accepting new members to their cult. Don't join it! Crystal schools! Let's look into the crystal schools thing, because oh boy. Crystal schools were created by the Divine Mother in her wish for all children, adults, and teachers to return to their natural states of joy, play, creativity, unity, and harmony. The foundational principles of the crystal schools are universal law and right action. Sounds Sav City. Universal laws are the guiding principles that all higher selves align with, as they are cosmic laws of oneness. Right action is the principle based on self-love, discipline, and service to others. Our mission is to create crystal schools for all children and adults to return to their childlike wonder and innocence, for all beings on the planet to remember and embrace their inner child. Humanity is returning to their natural state of divinity, which is joy, laughter, kindness, service to others, synergy, cooperation, creativity, freedom, and expression. So within cults and conspiracies, the idea that there is a natural state of humanity that is peaceful and perfect and ideal, that's common. This period has never existed. There is not an idealized past to go back to. There's no Garden of Eden. There is not a situation in history where humans all got along and were all happy and nice to each other. It has never been a thing. It's great to strive for. I'm not telling you not to strive for it. I am telling you that that has never been the case. Humans do not need outside interference to be assholes to each other. We're real good at it. I promise. But anyway, let's look at the actual full website for their Crystal Schools program. This is, because it wasn't made clear, this is a supplementary curriculum for homeschool kids. So there are like state mandated requirements for homeschool, but then if you were a homeschool parent and wanted to teach them this woo-woo stuff, you can pay them money and they will give you like material from their fucking cult. Stone Corbell says, to quote one of my favorite Tumblr posts, these words scan with a fantastic degree of confidence considering that together they make no sense at all. Oh. Okay, so let's go to it. About our school. The Crystal Schools were created by the Divine Mother in her wish for all children, blah blah blah, we read that part. The vision of the Crystal Schools is to create a higher consciousness school for the children of this planet that are more based in love, creativity, joy, and play. Traditional schooling is based on left-brained thinking, rational, logical, linear, and based on memorization and testing. Crystal schools are based on the unique energetics of each child and encouraging them to create and play using the right side of their brain. The left-right brain thing is not true, by the way. It's a pop cultural myth. Our natural state as divine beings is having full use of our brain, a holistic brain. Our right brain is our feminine side of the brain, which connects to source, higher thought, creative genius, inspiration, and intuition. Our left brain is the masculine brain, which analyzes and sorts through all of the information coming in through the right brain as it decides what is useful and what is to be acted upon. That's pretty sexist. But also, for those who don't know, when they say source, they mean like the creator, God, divine togetherness. Some sort of idea of a divine creator, even if it's not sentient or sapient, it is the source of everything. It's the idea. Due to toxins and programmings, toxins, generally. That's a buzzword. If you see anyone talking just about toxins, just toxins, no more specificity than that, that's a red flag. Due to toxins and programmings, our right brain begins to shut down after childhood. We're slowly stripped of our creativity and instead are forced into left brain only thinking. This causes us to be stuck in left brain loops of logic, analyzation, linear thinking, and closed-mindedness. It's only when the right brain and left brain are working together, in unity, do we have access to our full genius and divine intelligence. Brain and brain, what is brain? Did you know that Vulcans can somehow live without a brain for an extended period of time? It's impressive. Brain and brain. What is brain? 3D schooling teaches only left brain thinking. Children are taught memorization, regurgitation, testing, and logical thinking. This slowly shuts down their right brain and leads to many issues that adults experience, such as fear, anxiety, depression, disconnection, etc. The Crystal schools focus 90% on right brain learning and 10% on left brain learning. Are my kids going to know math? Because I think they need to know math at some point. Children's right brains are given time to fully develop through play, creativity, joy, unity, expression, and experience. All children under the age of 21 are part of the Rainbow and Crystal Children Waves. The what now? These children are very pure essence. These children are very pure essence and are incarnating with very high consciousness. Is this going to get weirder as it goes on? Are they burying the lead here and all the woo-woo stuff is at the bottom? Yikerinos, this is bad. All children under the age of 21 are part of the Rainbow and Crystal Children Waves. These children are very pure essences and are incarnating with very high consciousness. These children are extremely sensitive, empathetic, and intuitive. They require pure environments in order to learn, grow, and expand. 3D schooling does not fit these children in their learning styles. Each child has different ways of learning, different gifts and abilities, and different interests. Children should be free to explore their interests as well as develop life skills that will encourage independence, self-love, and self-sufficiency. It's getting Star Children, Indigo Children vibes. Crystal Children versus Indigo Children. Oh, they literally are making a distinction here. Okay. Those under the age of 25, the generations of Pluto and Sagittarius and Capricorn, are the Crystal and Rainbow children. The older generations, including those with Pluto and Scorpio and Libra, are the Indigo children. Ah, it's a difference because of astrology. So arbitrary. There are also many highly empathetic and sensitive souls who incarnated as the oldest generation, those with Pluto and Virgo and Leo, and they're very old and wise souls. Each generation of souls carries different energetic signatures. The Rainbow Crystal children are here to show us the new way of being, learning, and experiencing planet Earth. Whoo! This is certainly something. Sorry, I think there was a hydrate from 45 minutes ago I didn't do. Doing it now. Sorry about that. Stakem, thanks for gifting a sub. Much appreciated. Adults who resist change and who value conformity may misunderstand the indicos. They are often mislabeled with psychiatric diagnoses of attention deficit and hyperactivity disorder or attention deficit disorder, ADHD or ADD. Sadly, when they're medicated, the indigos often lose their beautiful sensitivity, spiritual gifts, and warrior energy. This upsets me as someone with ADHD that didn't get diagnosed until I was an adult. No, if your kids have ADHD, please get them actual medical help. Medication, if it works for them, it works for me, works fucking wonders. Although I've been out of it for a while, which is a shame. Yeah, don't deprive your children of coping mechanisms and skills and potentially medications to help them with their ADHD just because you're a woo-woo asshole. Like, I'm sorry you don't want your kid to have ADHD, but if they do, they do, and ignoring it doesn't make it go away. All you're doing is hurting your child. Nasty. What are their different courses? There's the donation button, of course. I imagine the 0 to 2, 2 to 5, and even 6 to 10 are probably not going to be super weird or offensive. Like, they're for little kids. It's just going to be like, do art and, like, learn baby things. Oh my goodness, they have a newborn care guide. Downloading. Oh no, they wrote their own baby care guide. They wrote a baby care guide. Understanding the Sacred Agreement. We are now in the new paradigm. The shift in planetary consciousness has allowed us all to arrive here at this moment. But the mom is capitalized, so it's like a moment. Attuned and connected to the living womb in which we are destined to thrive. Understanding that Mother Earth is the womb that sustains us all is a big piece of the puzzle. A piece that is absolutely irreplaceable in the evolution of human consciousness and the personal journey of becoming your greatest and grandest vision and version. Whew. Just as a human mother provides creation's child with all they require in her womb, so too does Mother Earth provide all her children with all we enjoy once in the physical experience. It is Mother Earth who provides our food, it is Mother Earth who provides our water, it is Mother Earth who provides and from whom we acquire all that we enjoy. The sacred agreement we have entered into is to give back to the one who gives to us. In this way, all can connect to the truth of Mother Earth equals God, comma, the eternal prime source creator. It is this connection to God that is visceral, accessible with every blow of her wind, with the change of her seasons, with the touch of the grass beneath our feet. It is through our hearts that we experience our sacred connection to the Great Mother. God is here, God is now, God is a choice to connect beyond the mind, to feel and experience beyond thought. All are on a journey to rebalance and reconnect with Mother Earth, to choose her and the heaven she provides above all allure of narratives, whatever they may be. In doing so, you are too born into an eternal wellspring of giving and growth. Okay, so what I find funny here is a lot of it's just, you know, general kind of like woo-woo, nature, Mother Earth shit. At the bottom here, to choose her in the heaven she provides above the allure of narratives, whatever they may be, they're defining everything outside of their belief system as a narrative. And there's some truth to that. Everything we believe to one extent or another is a narrative. The things we tell ourselves, the beliefs we hold. I'm not saying they're not built on facts. This stuff isn't, but like what you and I believe, they can be built on facts, which are sort of like nodes. But the way that we connect those nodes, those are narratives, right? And I'm not saying that is a bad thing. We all do that. Narratives don't have to be false. They're just a way that we look at things, like a story, right? But it's interesting that in this case, when they're saying the allure of narratives, they're implying that what they believe is not a narrative. Their beliefs aren't narrative. They are capital T truth, which does not exist outside of, like, pure mathematics. So, maybe chill out. Maybe chill out. Tori Adore says, outfit looks amazing, Hannah. Thank you. Thank you. I put the jacket on because I didn't want to wear a bra, and it covers my nipples. So thank you. setting the space. Heaven's child is sensory. They can feel, sense, smell, taste, and hear everything in extreme capacity. Preparing your environment to be a reflection of heaven and maintaining a serene experience once your child is born provides security and harmony for both you and your child. Birthing yourself into attunement, I see the pun you did there. Birthing yourself into attunement with physical space is part of becoming a creator of heaven on earth. Harnessing your intuition to create a home environment abundant in beautiful smells, sounds, and experience. What is... I am trying to understand... What is this? Like, specifically, the grandiose word salad stuff. This, when people are like, Mother Earth and energy. Why? Why are we doing this? I've talked about before feeling that sometimes when conspiracy theorists and cults and stuff are talking about energy, what they really mean is their feelings. They have some sort of an ineffable feeling, and they don't know how to articulate it outside of energy. It's an aura, a vibe. And then they materialize it, or at least make it concrete by saying, this feeling isn't just something that I'm feeling, I am sensing an energy that really exists externally outside of my mind. And it gets lifted into this realm of the spiritual, into, like, importance. The language, the verbiage, all imparts grandness, important things. I don't know. It's grandiosity, but it's so vague. It's so vague in its grandiosity. The work of Dr. Emoto gives expression to the metaphysical nature of energy. Emoto conducted millions of experiments in which water was photographed at the cellular molecular level. When words were written, spoken, and even thought over or onto the water, its cellular molecular structure changed, proving that water is consciousness. No, it's not. That's not what this experiment showed at all. Water doesn't have feelings. Please stop. Every moment you speak or think whilst interacting with anything that contains water, everything does not contain water, to be clear, you are affecting its molecular structure. So that's their children's book. Let's look at their magical stories guide. January 2022 curriculum, Mother Earth's Crystal School's Magical Short Stories. Oh boy, why is it full of, like, image macro memes? These are like Facebook memes. Oh, this is the book! This is the book! Oh shit, that's terrible! I thought that was just random memes. No, this is the format of the book. You're supposed to read these, like, comic book panels, left to right, top down. Oh my god. There's a subtle art to, like, developing panels and how to get people to recognize them, and they are not doing any of it here. Holy shit, that's terrible. The greatest love story ever told. In the beginning, there was only love. Mother, all of creation was to go to the light, and that's presumably some sort of stock image or clip art of a superhero with an M on her thing. Have I seen the documentary called What the Fuck Do We Know? It's filled with woo-woo nonsense. I have not. What the bleep do we know? I know that's the actual name. Father of all creation, Mother of all creation was to go to the light. Father of all creation to the dark. Mother and father met on Earth to take away the darkness and bring all of us humans home to the light. But father was supposed to go to the dark, it said. Why would he want... Okay. Love in the unknown. Love is creativity. Love is power. Love is joy. Love is everything. The unknown is what we don't know. Yes. One day, love and the unknown joined together. God was then created, which is Amy Carlson. The first thing Mother of Creation made was Father. She made him from her own heart. Mother and Father God are our divine parents. They are the first of creation. All life comes from them. The first thing they created together was the 144,000. The 144,000 children that Mother and Father God created are sets. Each set are twins, and a set is 2. 144,000. Wow, that's a big number. The 144,000 were their children, their own family. So they are saying that Amy Carlson created her own boyfriend out of her own heart, and that she also made 144,000 special children that are twins in order to serve her or do something? The Crystal Children. What's this? It's the unknown! Mother God called them her twin flames. Oh no, not the twin flames thing! That's not good. There's a documentary about the twin flames thing too, which is a thing a different cult does. That's a whole other thing. Anyway, they go together in her image. Mother, Father, and the 144,000 twin flames began an experiment. Have you ever created an experiment? They began to create the unknown. What's this? It's the unknown! Mother God, along with Father God, and 144,000 twin flames created planets, unicorns, and fairies. Unicorns and fairies are part of the canon. I did not notice this. This is for children, yes. This is for children. Their cult is putting out children's material for your kids to be indoctrinated into their cult. Sorry, Fennikagami. Fennikagami said, I think it's partly because of drug abuse. It's also because we don't teach proper emotional management to people. We desperately need social skill classes in public schools. I would agree. I would agree. Everything in the entire universe was light. Light was all that existed. Can you close your eyes now and feel the light that Mother has created? If you were a kid, you probably wouldn't, but if you're being told to do this by a parent and a book that's teaching you, you would feel it, if you know what I mean. Like, kids are gonna listen to what their parents say. Kids get indoctrinated into things all the time. All beings were one. I am you, and you are me, and he is me, and we are all together. Cuckoo, cuckoo. Leah, love in action. Oh, L-I-A, love in action. And there's again, a picture that appears to be stock images maybe put together. If they had made this later, this would have been AI images for sure. So then there's some angels on a cloud and a stork bringing a baby. Once upon a time, Leah was born. All of the angels watched as she came down to planet Earth. Equals heart. Earth equals heart. Planet Earth equals heart. Okay. Again, it looks like they took a bunch of different clip art and just stuck it together to make the illustrations here. Different PNGs, like they googled rainbow PNG, tree PNG, little girl PNG, angel PNG, and then just stuck them all like stickers on a generic background. Dr. Darlin, or Darlin, Dr. Leon Chop, I'll read any fan fiction that any of you send me. I want to do a fan fiction day and just read fan fiction. I think that would be funny. Leah was always different. She could see the angels and the fairies, and they were her friends. Leah always felt she was in heaven. Oh. Thinking that you're talking to angels is a pretty common delusion for, like, schizophrenia. Just so you know. If you have a family member or a friend who's like, I'm hearing angels. Like, not just that they believe them. A lot of people have, like, different religious beliefs that are untrue. But, like, if they think they're talking or hearing angels talking to them, that is a very common delusion with schizophrenia. I can't read yours. It's not safe for work. Okay. I'll just bleep out those parts. Oh, this is a even worse use of the clip art thing. What is the background even? Leah later realized that no one else was in heaven with her. She was confused why everyone was so sad. Leah became love in action. She spread love everywhere she went. She was determined to change the planet with love. Leah spread love through smiling, laughing, dancing, singing, hugging those that felt sad, playing with animals, and enjoying life. Leah spread love every day of her life. She brought so much love and joy to the world that it began to change. Leah kept going. Leah's mission was now complete. The earth was forever changed from her, and she taught everyone how to be love in action. I assume this is supposed to be Amy, and it's telling the story of everything up into her death from the cult's perspective. The end. Oh boy. Yeah, so I think that was supposed to be Amy, and then Amy died, and that's the end of that story. Second story, The Mysterious Portal by David Bruzga. Oh, look at this, says this is a book. Oh my god, it's a blue background for your fucking book? Oh god. I'm gonna vomit. Time for bed, Anne, a voice came from downstairs. Okay, Mom, Anne replied. Anne finished brushing her teeth and put on her pajamas. She set aside some clothes to wear the next school day. Anne is 17 years old and is in high school. Oh, I assumed she was going to be younger, because it's like a kid's book. Anne was laying down to go to sleep, and she became aware of a different sensation. It was one she had not experienced before. It was like vibrations in the air in the room that she could feel in her body. She felt swirling around her, and vortex opened up in front of her. There were diamonds on the sides of the vortex that opened. Find the mysterious portal, a voice said to Anne. The vortex disappeared. Anne was excited. It took her a while to fall asleep, but she eventually did. Anne was used to seeing fairies, gnomes, and other beings, so the portal was not something strange for her. All of the children in these stories have childhood schizophrenia. This is so sad. The weekend came around, and I'm assuming, by the way, that the things in these stories are members' own stories. Like, I'm assuming members of this cult are writing these stories out of their own personal experiences, which is giving me people who went on drug trips and took what they were seeing literally, and B, people who have mental illnesses and hallucinations, projecting them outward and acting as though they're actually seeing something, like they have a second sight, you know? So that's sad. Fenekigami says, on the subject of kids being indoctrinated, it's interesting how it's not rare for kids to see the BS that their parents are into. Dead Domain did an interview with Steven Anderson's son, and though he pointed out how his father is kinda nuts and full of crap, especially the hating gays stuff, while Steven didn't end up raising an ally, it was quite surprising just how much his son did not give a damn about his father's doctrine. Yeah. I think part of it is just no matter how much you try and indoctrinate your kid, they're going to get information elsewhere. Plenty of kids do just stay in that thing, but there are ones that don't. So. Oh yeah, the center justified text is so bad. The weekend came around. Anne decided to go out and look for the mysterious portal. She'd asked her friend William to go with her. William had his driver's license. Anne told William about her experience. William didn't know much about portals, so asked Anne. They connect different worlds together so beings can interact or someone can view their world or landscape. Unicorns and mermaids can be contacted by portals, I think. I see them in nature more. I'm not an expert, but portals can probably do lots of things. The first place they went was the woods. Anne and William walked down several wooded paths. It was a nice day to be out for a walk. They arrived at a clearing with a very large old tree. Anne felt the tree had old wisdom. We will check for the portal around that tree, or maybe the tree will point us in the direction. Anne hugged the tree and asked about the portals in this area. Several vortexes opened up around Anne. She saw gnomes and fairies appear in the portals, but none of the vortexes were the same as the mysterious portal. Come on, William, let's go. I feel the mysterious portal is not here. These are unrelated portals. These are portals, but they're not the right portals. The next week, Anne and William traveled to the beach in search of the mysterious portal. They arrived at the beach and headed to the water. Anne stepped in the water, and asked if it knew about the mysterious portal. A portal did open. It felt watery to Anne. I mean, you're in the water. She saw shapes and colors in the portal. It opened more, and she saw a mermaid wave to her. The portal soon closed, and the ocean became calm. Anne felt she would have to look elsewhere for the mysterious portal. Can that be my job? Are they looking for mermaids to wave at through portals? Because if you get paid for that, I'll sit there all day, and if a portal opens and there's a weird kid, I'll be like, hi. I'll do it. Just saying. Call me. A couple of weeks passed before Anne and William went back out to search in the mysterious portal. This time they decided on the mountains. It was the farthest Anne traveled so far in her search. They reached the top of a mountain by sunset. The view was amazing. Anne put her hands on a large rock by the summit. She started to feel vibrations in her hands right away. Anne saw a portal open up and she peered into it. There were dwarf-like beings that looked at Anne. It was not what she was looking for. She was grateful for the experience, though. Okay, William, that wasn't it. Let's rest here tonight. It's getting dark, Anne said. They set up a tent and went to sleep. Well, the hammer's happy. That's nice. When Anne returned home from the mountain, she still very much wanted to find the mysterious portal. The desire was very strong in her. She got ready for bed and began to lay down. She was thinking about the portal. Suddenly, Anne felt a pressure sensation around her heart that soon went away. Out of her heart came a portal. It was the mysterious portal. Found it, Anne thought excitedly. It was my heart the whole time. Now Anne knows where to look for the mysterious portal. The portal's in her heart. Why do all of these stories have unicorns and mermaids, even when it doesn't make sense? Why was the mermaid on a picnic? It's gonna drown. Okay, let's look at some of the curriculum for older kids. Because that was for young kids. The Confident Butterfly. To my family for encouraging my writing and active imagination, blah, blah, blah. To my loving husband, you get it. Follow your heart, for who you are is made up at its center. You are a piece of art, a blank canvas with God as the mentor. Your dreams are the key. Open without doubt, open without fear. Apprehension will only hinder all you can be. Never be afraid, always persevere. You have everything you need, if you believe. DM Trey says, hey y'all, getting ready for D&D tonight. Hope y'all have a good one. Have fun delving into these delusions. Have a fun D&D game. Fly, butterfly. Let the sun of your spirit warm your dreams. May the pink buds of hope blossom in everlasting spring. Oh, it's just poetry. Oh no, here it is. Commonplace is the home to many caterpillars. It lies in a quiet valley under the protection of a tall oak tree. It is indeed a common little city where nothing much happens and no great accomplishments ever take place. The only thing any caterpillar strives for is being average, comfortable, and safe. Change is absolutely forbidden. Natalie sat daydreaming at the edge of her favorite cliff. Beyond the safety of her home, she saw the river caressing the sweet earth below the mountains, joining the sky like lost lovers from a different world. The wild colors of sunset romanced the somber colors of night. Tangy pink taffy melted across chocolate mountains. Then the wild stain vanished into the canvas of blinking stars. Hi, Lou. The beautiful unknown beckoned her. What kind of adventure waited for her in that forbidden world? Then she sighed as reality drank up her fantasy and left her with the bitter taste of sadness. Like every other caterpillar, she would never leave the safety of her home. As if to reinforce her situation, she glimpsed upon the borders signs flanking tall bushes. Do not enter, danger zone, you may be eaten, the unknown is scary. Hey, Lou. What is up? What else we got? ABCs for children. A. Well, this is pretty much exactly what I thought it was going to be. A is for aura. Angels also. B is for breathe. B is also for butterfly. C is for connection and cosmic. D is for dragon and divine. E is for elements and energy. F is for family and fairies. G is for garden and grounding. That means going outside. It's touching grass with your feet, specifically. It's putting your feet on the earth because they think that there is a literal energy grounding when you touch the earth with your bare feet. Is showing that too much, is showing that much? Hey, if I can't show feet, then my plans for the future of this channel are dashed. H for herbs. Or herbs, for some people. Healing. I is for indigo and imagination. J is for joy and journey. K is for kindness and karaoke. L is for ley lines. That's a good one. Ley lines are conspiracy. They think there's like energy fields that are magical in nature or ethereal. Love. M is for music, miracle. N is for now and natural. O is for ocean and observe. P is for prayer and patience. Q is for quantum and chi. R is for release and rest. S is for self-love and sacred. T is for timeline and trust. U is for unity and universal law. For little kids, this is the 2 to 5 age group, I think. This is the 2 to 5 age group. Your kid doesn't know what the fuck universal law means. Victor, violet flame. Wonder, wisdom, xanthite. Yin yang, zen. That's the short stories again. They have yoga. 6 to 10, what do we have? Creativity in the kitchen, stones and animal totems, understanding energy for children. I think this is where we're starting to get in the 6 to 10 range, is where we're getting more of the woo-woo bullshit. Sorry. Fenekagami says, butterflies, how out of touch are these people? Modern older kids are into anime and video games, everyone knows that. If they want to capture the youths, these stories need to be about getting isekai'd into their favorite video game. Toreador says, fun fact, but there are places on Earth where the magnetic fields are stronger and weaker due to geological deposits, faults, and stratifications of iron-rich minerals. It's a real thing, and it can cause lights and noises. That's not what they mean, though. That's not what they mean. Stones and crystals and spirit animals. Common rocks. There are many rocks in nature you can work with. Many of them are too big to move. Many people love beautiful crystals, but often miss out on experiencing natural rocks around you. This one's shaped like a cartoon heart. Activity. Tune into the energies of large rocks. How do they feel? Are there some more energetic than others? Some may feel sleepy, while others may be grounding or healing. Some have a buzzing sensation. So this is a guide to indoctrinate your children into woo-woo nonsense. They want you taking your kids out to the woods and feeling rocks for their emotions. That's not good. Don't do that. Don't do that. Activity 2. Imagine you're a healer 200 years ago. There are no cars, no stores around you that sell crystals, and no internet shopping. Where would you go to find your healing rock or crystal? Beach? Woods? Creek? Make a plan to visit a place to find a mineral friend. So they're teaching their kids emergency preparedness, like where do you get crystals in a medical emergency? This is not good. They look like big, strong... They look like big, strong hands, don't they? Rockbiter shout out. Activity 3. Activating magical elemental essence through ordinary stones. Focus your thoughts on energizing an ordinary stone to bring about new or improved qualities. Focus on your heart and feel the energy grow. As it grows, feel it moving in your to your arms. Feel it flow down and energize your hands. When you feel ready, remember your focused thought of energizing the stone and put your hands on the stone so the energy can flow between your hands. Feel the energy from your hands go through... This is just a guide how to force your children to develop delusions. This is abuse. This is abuse. Like, I normally try and be pretty careful. This is a guide to give your children delusions. You are setting yourself up to have children with mental problems because you are indoctrinating them into it. You're indoctrinating them into, like, do you feel it? Do you feel the energy in the rock? Jesus Christ. Priscilli Bluestone, known as Stonehenge Bluestone, ancient earth, unique and rare, pure, healing and transformative energies, growth and love. Famous and mysterious Stonehenge Inner Circle Stone, the stone is only found in Preseli Hills, Wales. Terradona with 100 bits says, remember kids, stay far away from anyone that peddles woo, because woo is poo. Yeah. Stonehenge is, yeah, it just talks about Stonehenge. It exhibits time, solstice... Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. The actual Stonehenge. Some believe Stonehenge is the earth throat chakra. Others believe it is the earth heart chakra. Some believe it is a vortex, has portals, and aligns with the earth's electromagnetic grid. Most people don't believe any of those. I think that's important to tell your kid. Merlin and Avalon stones are shamanic, Arcturian, which is aliens, Celtic, and healing. What if you have enough bluestone to make or build something? What would it be? Would you make jewelry, decorate a backpack, or something else? Would you build a Stonehenge variation, an eco house, a kid's discovery structure, or something else? Sketch it and write about it. Amazonite crystal, healing frequency, happiness, tranquility. They just say all the crystals heal, don't they? Are all of them healing? Just once, I want a crystal that fatally damages you. Uranium. I'm thinking of uranium. Sorry. Amazonite will soothe the spirit and calm the soul. The energy is as powerful as the river in which it is named. It soothes the chakras and aligns the physical body. Amazonite essence will assist in communicating true thoughts and feelings without the drama. What can crystals do? Amplify. Crystals can make things stronger, especially our thoughts and feelings. No! Fucking citation! Try it with your kids. Sit where you are right now and think about a thing that makes you happy. Now pick up your crystal and think about your happy thought again. Do you feel even happier when you're holding the crystal? That's because the crystal is amplifying your happy feeling. What if it doesn't? What if it doesn't, though? Then you tell your kid to do it until they think they do feel happier. Jesus Christ. Like, this is indoctrination with a capital I. This is terrible. This makes me mad. I hope no one ever uses this. Holy shit. Mother Earth's June curriculum, Understanding Energies. And the cover of this one is creepy. It is children, which I assume are supposed to be indigo children. It's gross. Gaia's Crystal School, based on universal law and right action. Day 1, what is energy? Everything is energy. Energy flows like water and electricity. Can you feel and see it? Oh, this is bad. Energy is always moving. It cannot be destroyed. It can only be changed. Trying to block energy can cause pain. I am energy. Prepare 3 jars. Put equal amounts of cooked rice inside each jar. Label them I am love, I am stupid, and leave the 3rd jar blank. Send the labeled feelings into each jar every day. After 30 days, check the rice. Jars, rice can be replaced with plants. So I'm assuming the idea is that the rice that you're being mean to is supposed to do something. This is an actual experiment. This is an actual experiment. I just don't think it'll give them the results they believe. You know what I mean? Like, if you did this experiment, nothing would happen. They should all look the same by the end. So I'm curious how they do this, and what they think they are seeing when they do this. Circle the ones which are energy. It would be all, it's a trick question, it'd be all of them, because you said everything is energy, right? Like, they're not, but you think they are, so that would be the answer, I guess. All expression of matter that animates our reality. Everything is energy, everything is connected. You are energy and you are connected to everything and everyone. Take care of energy, it's all around us. If you define everything as energy, then nothing is energy. If everything is energy, then what is even the word for? If energy is everywhere, there should be a way to prove it, right? And they do a potato battery. Yes, electricity is a thing. You can get electrical energy. That doesn't mean that everything is energy. Do it with something other than a potato. If that were true, you should be able to do it in anything. It shouldn't have to be a potato. I should be able to take a cake and, like, stick it in and it works. But it doesn't. Have you ever felt into the fact that a potato can turn on a light bulb? Can you explain it in your own words? Felt into as opposed to thought about. Don't think, feel. Feel into it. Don't think about it, feel into it. Terradona, thanks for gifting a sub. Everything natural has a divine connection to the primordial source. This source is Mother Nature, who birthed everything around us. So as her creation, everything has the capacity to harness energy and transform it into electricity, for example. Yet don't skyrocket your fantasy wheel believing you'll be able to light a bulb with whatever you choose to pick up. That's a typo. They put blub instead of bulb. It's not a big deal. I just think it's funny that it says light blub. Our chakras getting to know our body energy centers. Oh, no. There's more feet for the goddamn root chakra. How do they talk about the horny chakra to children? Isn't one of them like a horny one? I thought one of the chakras were vaguely horny. What is this one? March curriculum, divine traits and unconditional love. Numerology on the divine traits for March. Compassion equals 36471195. 43 equals 7. Yeah, you'd have to explain that one to me. Compassion is the passion to hold space through patience and allowing the other person to express themselves while you hold the vision in order to inspire through the process. The total compassion is a 7. The 7 is all about trusting your feelings. The 4 symbolizes stability and allows you to hold space for others to express their feelings. This comes through being non-attached and not taking things personally. Compassion starts with a 36, which is balanced harmonics. This is the platform for genuine compassion. Be the nurturing mother to them so they have a safe space to express their feelings. Be their angel in human form. Listen without judging and share any guidance you get. Ends with a 5-5. Is for freedom. Freedom only comes through self-love. Worthiness equals 5692895511. 56 equals 1. This is just, it's numerology for children. This is just someone's mental illness that they have written down in a children's book, and they're trying to teach their illness like it's anything else you would teach a child. That is fascinating to me. This is incredible. It's incredible seeing the disorganized, strange beliefs of conspiracy put into this format that we all recognize. Huh. Honor is a contract with your higher self, an appreciation and devotion to them, the calling of your heart. The total of honor is 1. The 1 in its full essence is the leader, a contractual obligation to break barriers and pioneer a new way of living. Wow. This is this whole... Oh, no. It goes on to other things. Good. Compassion. That means I love you in dinosaur roar. Okay. When we have mastered using a spoon, mastered swimming, or mastered a skill, do we see others learning it like how we have? When we're learning how to use a spoon, learning how to swim, or learning a skill, how would we like to be loved and encouraged? Can we give them to ourselves and others too? Compassion is good. Teaching compassion is good. I just wish it wasn't with all the woo-woo. Inner earth magic. Agartha herstory, as in history, but herstory. You may have lived in Agartha many lifetimes ago. Many Lemurians escaped to inner Earth. Lemurians are aliens. Many Lemurians escaped to inner Earth, some through caves in Arkansas. Some in caves in Arkansas. This was to survive flooding when the Atlanteans caused an explosion known as the Fall. The longer we're doing this, the more abusive the curriculum is becoming in terms of just being outright bonkers. Those of us who lived there connect strongly with nature and elements: earth, water, wind, rock, crystals, trees, plants. Water is purple for some reason here. All are one with us. Oh my god, that green on that pink is a bad choice. It hurts my eyes. Graphic design is their passion. This fool thinks Lemurians are aliens when they're Atlanteans and when they're really Atlanteans and deviants. Agartha. I'm gonna say Agartha. Agartha is located in inner Earth, its beautiful magical place with 2 suns and waters of crystal-like water drops. The sky can look full of rainbows, and this includes colors we have never seen before. It's a happy, joyful place. Shambhala is the oh my god. Shambhala is the center city. It's also called the Lost City, and Agartha is called the Forbidden Land in mythology, but they are very real. Agartha is real, not mythical. Agarthan angel chips. Angel chips are earned from previous lifetimes, and this one is for beings fulfilling their contracts and service to Mother God and love. This chip means you are part of a group of Lemurians whose role and mission is being activated. You're telling your children they're fucking reincarnated aliens? Octarine? I don't know what you mean. Harold Edelman with 31 months says, 31 months, wait, who turduckened the suns into the hollow earth? So you're teaching these children, you do things for Mother God, who is the cult leader, was the cult leader. You do things for her and we give you treats. They're literally teaching and indoctrinating children into serving their cult leader. There are 200,000 beings gifted this angel chip. Most are currently dormant and unaware of this special assignment. I want to know what the angel chip looks like. Like, what is it that they actually give them? Who lives there now? Beings from all over the galaxies, all shapes and sizes live in Agartha. We were taught many of them were mythical: unicorns, winged horses, dragon clans, griffins, fairies, elves, and gnomes. Many are with us. We just can't see them with our lower frequencies. You can still talk and interact with them. It's a lot of fun, and they love to help us. Say hi to a unicorn. Agarthan activity. With heart telepathy, ask a tree or plant its name. What's your name? Oh, that's weird. Okay. Varnessa. Not Vanessa. Varnessa. Weird flowers. Toreador says, oh no, not again. Draw pictures and or write a story about Agartha. Imagine a new Agarthan being. How does the being look and what does the being like to do? It's like they're training the kids to make up new conspiracy stuff. Imagine new mythical creatures for us. What do they do? Look in a mirror. Say I love you. Say I would like to re-heart more about Agartha, and if in any lifetimes I might have lived there. Again, telling the kids to manufacture false memories, basically. Blobfish. Oh, do they think that these deep sea creatures are like from the center of the earth? Crystal chambers. They think are magic. Build your own crystal chamber. I'm good. In 1947, when Rear Admiral Richard E. Byrd of the United States Navy flew directly to the North Pole and instead of going over the pole, actually entered the inner Earth. They didn't make up Agartha just like they didn't make up Lemuria. Oh, I knew that. I know they didn't make them up. They were made up by other conspiracy theorists. In his diary with other witnesses, he tells of entering the hollow interior of the earth and traveling 1,700 miles over mountains, lakes, rivers, green vegetation, and animal life. What diary? What are you talking about? He tells of seeing monstrous animals resembling the mammoths of the old, moving through the underbrush. He eventually found cities and a thriving civilization. His plane was finally greeted by flying machines, the type he had never seen before. They escorted him to a safe landing place, and he was graciously greeted by emissaries from Agartha. After resting, he and his crew were taken to meet the rulers of Agartha. Toreador says, no, he entered the Savage Lands. They told him that he had been allowed to enter Agartha because of his high moral and ethical character. Oh, I'm not going then. They went on to say that ever since the United States had dropped atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, they had been very concerned for their own safety and survival. Fair. They hadn't decided that it was time to make greater contact with the outside world to make sure we didn't destroy his planet and their civilization with it. They had been allowed in for this purpose as a way of making contact with someone they trusted. This is so bad. We're not even through most of it. Oh my god. New Earth math! What do you mean New Earth math? New Earth English? New Earth science? Was this guy's name Steve Trevor? Oh god, why am I blanking? Steve Trevor. Steve Trevor. Steve Trevor. Steve Trevor. Steve Trevor. That name is familiar. Why do I remember that name? Steve Trevor. From Wonder Woman? Yeah, okay. New Earth Mathematics. Numerology for real... Oh, it's like numerology, so it's not like math. It's not actual mathematics, it's numerology. It's like gematria type shit. Mathematics is the alphabet with which God has written the universe. Galileo. Introduction. All mathematical teachings will be linked to real-life activities, life mission, as well as spirituality. This helps students understand what numbers are used for in day-to-day life as well as within the cosmos. All math can be taught outside, within groups, using music and games. Teachers and parents are encouraged to get creative. There are no tests. We allow the student or child to learn within divine timing. No need to rush their understanding of things. We go with the flow. H-Bird says, mathematics with guest lecturer Terrence Howard. Okay, there is adding, subtracting, multiplication. Do they actually just teach that? That'd be great. That'd be great if they teach just actual basic math. Let's see. Adding and subtracting can be taught by teaching students outside. One example would be to have a bag of seeds and ask the students to add seeds or to subtract seeds. They can also write their answers down. However, there are so many ways one can teach organic, real-life math. Teachers and parents are encouraged to be as creative as possible. Okay, there is a worksheet, though. I was going to say, are you doing math, though? Like, are you actually showing them how to do the math? Okay. Tea Time Tea says, if I learned math by divine timing instead of school, I'd never have gotten past algebra. Oh... Addition and subtraction. Ooh. Fractions with cooking. Okay. Students can learn fractions by writing music. That's easy. Oh. The children of New Earth are so intuitively advanced that they will just be able to memorize and understand the patterns of timetables. Parents and teachers can gradually have the students or child recite their times tables through singing them out, creating an atmosphere that is fun and rhythmic. Multiplication tables are good and you memorize them for a reason, but you should also teach the kids long division, please. Please teach these children long division. Don't just teach them multiplication by memorization. That doesn't help them. That doesn't help them long term. This looks like they're trying to teach long division, right? Right? You'd think. It said recite, not recite. Oh, you're right. Hold on. Recite, R-E-S-I-G-H-T. That might just be a typo. I don't know if that's a woo-woo language thing for them or if they just don't know how to spell it. Students will learn long division in the traditional way by writing it down. It will not be taught in an overly complicated way. When the students understand how to do it, they'll just know how to do it. Now that's some fucking pedagogy right there. When the students understand how to do it, they'll know how to do it. We're killing it. Organic math does not require trick questions or tests. We simply teach in a very understandable way and link it to real-world activities. Wow, this is hopeful, isn't it? The implication that, like, the kids will just get it. Like, there are no difficulties in teaching kids math from kid to kid. The magic of shapes and building. So you draw shapes, circle, heart, pentagon, triangle, square, cube, cone, sphere, pyramid, star. Geometry. Okay. This one's got woo-woo sprinkled in, but at least there's actually some math. So here's their English book. Let's take a look at the English book. Basic writing skills. It's kind of funny, but in truth, the new paradigm for language arts is to go back to the organic way of the written language. In other words, students will learn to write using a pencil, pen, and paper. They'll learn printing and cursive writing, for example, capital A, lowercase a, and capital A and lowercase a again. Organic is the new paradigm. Students are encouraged to write from their heart and to create letters the best way their higher self knows how. Oh, no. How an individual writes is truly their own unique gift. Okay, they are having them do the thing, though, where they trace the letters. That's good. I was worried they were just not going to have anything like that. H-Bird says, my faces are many, my sides not few. I'm the dodecahedron, and who are you? Okay. It's just learning letters and stuff. That's fine. Light grammar. The organic timeline encourages us to use light grammar instead of grammar rules. The seriousness or rigidness of grammar rules take away from the realness and authentic expression of the message being given on paper. Oh no. Instead of grammar rules, students are encouraged to use light grammar, meaning feel into what is being said or written. Students are asked to feel into their hearts before writing and ask their higher self for information regarding what they are writing, whether it be a letter, poem, story, play, etc. Intuitively, students will just know how to write a sentence. That is awful advice. No. Grammar and language change over time, don't get me wrong, but having a rule set to at least start from is vital to communication with others. It is vital to understanding what other people are communicating to you and what you are trying to communicate to others and yourself. If you don't know how to think about things, if you don't know how to talk about things, how to express things verbally, written or orally, how do you even think about stuff analytically without words? You know what I mean? What's next? New Earth Science, Heart-Based Education, Energy, Multidimensional Realities, Quantum Physics. In higher states of consciousness, we understand that we truly are the alchemists. We have to understand that we are powerful, energetic beings who can create our own reality through intention and thought. Oh, this is not a science book. Holy shit. Oh, that's just the secret. That's the secret, and the secret of the secret is that the secret's bullshit. When we are in pure thought, which is of love, we'll allow ourselves to manifest the highest outcome. For example, because our bodies are made up of atoms, we can speak to our atoms as they are always listening. We can command our atoms into right action, which is flow with the universal rhythm, and we can command them to align with source. All right, atoms of my body, I need you to change some stuff about my physicality, because bottom surgery is incredibly expensive. So if you could just do that, that would be awesome. That's how powerful we are. For example, when we say all my cells in my body are healthy, we are telling our cells to be healthy. Therefore, our cells become healthy. No, that's not how any of this works. It is true that everything and everyone is made up of energy. Matter is matter. Matter is matter. Matter and energy, we discuss them separately for a reason. Please stop. It's true that everything and everyone is made up of energy. Energy is made up of atoms. And those... And those atoms have protons and electrons bouncing around each atom. The protons and the neutron are the... Neutrons are the electrons are the orbiting. The protons and the neutrons are the core of the atom. What? It's awareness that a positive and negative force of energy comes together, opposing and attracting one another. These forces coming together create an energy field, and between those forces it creates the environment. This environment can then become a vortex of energy. everything, including our thoughts, emotions, actions, and intentions, plus intentions, it's not an and, create this environment around us. We create first from within, then without. This is exhausting. These poor children who have to fucking listen to this nonsense. This is, like, really difficult to parse, even as, like, an adult who actually knows real things. Maybe that's what makes it more difficult, if anything. I don't know. Finally, the last curriculum, which is from 11 to 17. Mother Earth's medicine, understanding universal laws, sacred sciences, learning the divine traits, gene keys, connect with your angels and higher self, connecting with runes, the Toltec view on emotions, New Earth biology, Toltec dreaming for children. Yikes. Our curriculum flows based on a 3-day school week. Each month there is a total of 12 days worth of content and corresponding activity that parents can then adapt according to cater for their children's age bracket. Water wisdom. They're doing the thing. They're going to do the thing. They're going to do the water memory thing. Water is much more than a means of hydrating our body when we're thirsty. It's one of the primary building blocks of life and consciousness. We're quickly rediscovering previously hidden properties of water. No. Mystics, or those who were seekers of truth and knew about magic. Oh, they literally said magic. They used the word magic. Often they shy away from the word magic. No, they just said it. They just said magic's real. In those words. Incredible. They were seekers of truth and knew magic, have been aware of these sacred properties of water. Their knowledge was typically kept hidden and passed down only to students deemed ready for higher levels of awareness. Now this lost knowledge is being proven to be correct through scientific research by pioneers such as Dr. Masaru Emoto, who's a fraud, who have successfully recorded these sacred properties with acceptable ways of measurement. Water is finally becoming widely acknowledged as the incredible vehicle for consciousness. No, it's not. That's not widely anything. You're manufacturing consent for your cult children. Nasty. I'm gonna save some of this for another stream, because this is a lot. This is a lot. I did not realize we were gonna get all of their fucking curriculum vomited on us today. Jesus. Max Power Switch! Thanks for 28 months. Max Power has the name all the ladies want to touch. What's 13D plasma? The future of healing has arrived. At school we were taught about 3 states of matter, solid, liquid, and gas. In truth, there are actually 4 states of matter, solid, liquid, gas, and GANs, gas at a nanostate. In truth, all matter is formed from energy and frequency. I learned about plasma in school. I don't know if this is an age thing. In school I was taught about plasma. Plasma's a thing. Anyway. It's not magic, of course. They're gonna act as though it's magic, but plasma is a thing. Plasma is the magnetic and gravitational field. Oh, no. No. Plasma is the aura. Plasma is the magnetic and gravitational field that forms all matter. No, it's not. The aura and torus fields that surround all beings, plants, and even man-made objects influences the physical, makes up all matter. plasma generates balanced harmonic energy fields, and by utilizing sacred geometry and the wonders of water, which is consciousness, you can create magnetic and gravitational fields which will positively influence all matter it interacts with. Bullshit. Bullshit. Oh, they tell you how to make plasma water. How to make plasma water. Is this going to be dangerous? Fenigami says, a reminder that a horrifying amount of people in our country don't see this stuff as child abuse. This is what an overemphasis on parental rights over children's rights lead to. Also, I think quantum physics says that matter is just solidified energy, but then again, the first rule of quantum physics is if you think you understand quantum physics, you're wrong. I understand and have heard that, but they are not saying it in the way that that is. They're saying it in a magic way, which I know sounds weird. You can say something and be wrong because what you mean by that sentence is different than a more nuanced actual meaning. Anyway. How to make plasma water. Place your copper coil in a plastic bag. Mix caustic soda. Oh, this seems dangerous. Mix caustic soda and distilled water and put it in a spray bottle. Spray the caustic soda onto the coils several times may be required, and seal the bag. Place the sealed bag in full sun or heat. Or sun or heat it using a heated blanket. If weather does not permit, they should be all black when nano-coated. Fill up a beaker with distilled water and pure non-iodized or iodized salt. 80% water, 20% salt. That's a lot of fucking salt. That's a high salt ratio. Jesus. That's like higher than jelly juice. Attach the nano-coated coil to the negative lead just inside the seawater, salt water, and metal plate of zinc to the positive lead. Connect the copper coil plus zinc plate together. What are they even actually doing here? Because I think they are doing something chemically, but what are they doing? Is this dangerous in any way, or is it just a stupid thing they're doing that won't do anything at all? My concern is that they're hurting themselves, basically. Is this benign nonsense or dangerous nonsense? Is there anyone who knows chemistry that can tell me what the fuck they're actually doing here, if anything? Wait for GANs to settle at the bottom of the beaker. Wash, remove the top layer. Oh, they're precipitating something out of this. They're precipitating something out of a mixture, and then they think the stuff that precipitates is plasma? So it seems like they're doing some sort of basic chemical reaction, and then the precipitate from the chemical reaction they have decided is magical. Oh no. Don't drink random shit that you produce from chemical reactions. Oh no. Oh. Baha's not like a chemist, but she did minor in chemistry. So like she knows about chemistry. She actually almost double majored. She didn't. Captain Squid says the material safety data sheet for caustic soda. Oh, corrosive. Serious eye damage, corrosive to metals, skin corrosion, eye corrosion, metal corrosion. Oh. Maybe corrosive to metals, causes severe skin burns and eye damage, causes serious eye damage. If medical advice is needed, have product container or label at hand. Keep out of reach of children. Keep only in original container. Do not breathe dust, fume, gas, mist, vapor, spray. Oh, they said to spray it. They literally said put it in a bottle with water and spray it. So you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to mist it. Wash thoroughly after handling. Wait, I'm not supposed to drink it? Wear protective gloves. Oh boy. If on skin or hair, remove, take off immediately. I can't take off my skin. Waka waka. Take off immediately all contaminated clothing, rinse skin. If swallowed, rinse mouth. Do not induce vomiting. You don't have to induce vomiting, apparently. So that's good. It's probably a good sign. It's not good for you. After swallowing, rinse mouth thoroughly. Do not induce vomiting. Have exposed individual drink sips of water. Seek medical attention if irritation, discomfort, or vomiting persists. I'm assuming they're thinking that the irritation will just come up again, and you'll just be double fucking with, like, your trachea. Ugh. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend that. I would not recommend any of that. Jesus. So that's Amy. That's Amy's cult, and what they've been up to since she died and was mummified, so. Not good. Not good. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out. Much appreciated. Had fun today. Let's see who we're gonna raid, if anyone. Flintstones. Meet the Flintstones. They're a modern Stone Age family. Ba-dum-ba-dum-bum-bum. From the town of... Oh, sorry, H-Beard. Thanks for telling me so I can catch it before we're done. H-Beard says, the real way to make plasma water is to put half a cup of Dove dish soap in your dishwasher and run it on pots and pans mode. You'll have more plasma water than you know what to do with. Oh.
In the whole genocide thing, perhaps.
All right. Have a good night, everyone. Love you, Mr. Blast. See the rest of you later. Have a great night. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.